Hello and welcome to the video. This is a recording of the orienteering race from a couple days ago, maybe almost a week ago. It was a race on a short track. I'm usually racing in H45, but for this short one I decided to go with H21 category, so it was a little bit longer for me, and yeah, I expect it to be also a little bit more challenging, let's say. Yeah, this guy tripped and falled right after the start, which was unfortunate for him, but he looked fine. So here to the first control, it was sort of easy right now because there was this path very nicely visible. Here I decided to cut it short and I ran through this sort of a clearing or very open forest, let's say. Here it was, I lost my direction a little bit, and then when I got to this little bit thicker forest, I was following some trails here, let's say. I ended up a little bit off the leading line, but here I saw the gamekeeper posts, let's say, so it was clear to me where exactly I am, and I started heading towards that denser forest, let's say. I saw it in front of me. There was also this sort of incline on my right side, you can see that the little hill there, so I could see that feature. And then here, of course, I wasn't exactly sure which part I'm entering this darker forest, but still pretty much runnable. Also what was sort of surprising to me, that here I got out of the darker part and I got very quickly to this small clearing and saw my control sooner than I expected. I consulted this in the finish with other guy, and we both agreed that maybe the map was not so precise here. Anyways, second control, that was again mostly taking a direction, taking a bearing and running almost straight. My aim was to get somewhat to that clearing. Here it was a little bit confusing to me because there are these small patches of the denser forest, or group of trees that are basically forming some sort of curtain into your view, so I wasn't sure if my control is right behind it. That's where I expected it, but apparently I didn't correct it, my direction as well as good. Again, I expected the control a little bit elsewhere than it was, but more or less it clicked. To control number 3, again, very easy, I think, because you have these like vegetation boundaries that are guiding you, and then there was this path, so I decided to take the path a little bit here and then just as soon as it will be possible to go through this denser forest, and that was it. It was very easy to navigate, so yeah, this was I don't know what to add much more here. It took me a while to orient myself and to take a proper bearing. I wanted to, you know, go straight, as much straight as possible. Here, of course, I wanted to avoid the non-runnable or you know, denser forest that is not so runnable. So I ran along this clearing on my left side, and to be honest, here I wasn't 100% sure which of the fenced areas is it. I expected some of them, but honestly I didn't expect that it will be here so soon. Maybe it was you know, because it was a bigger scale of the map, or different scale of the map, or if I was running faster than I'm used to, I don't know. Here is the control, and as I said, I was a little bit surprised that I'm already there, but it was really close, so I think for some others it wouldn't be so surprising. Here to control number 5, well, I could have gone straight through this thicker forest that is in front of me, but I again decided to, you know, avoid it, which seemed like a little bit more reasonable, as the distance here was not that big. So and then I basically was already on the top of this hill, so I just followed the contour. Here I was trying to get back to, you know, the point where I expected that I would exit the darker forest, and now I'm just trying to run as straight as possible to control number 5. Here I was trying to sort of follow the contour, or you know, the shape of the hill here, and also there were these significant trees, so that was sort of guiding me as well. So it wasn't really that difficult to find the control. Obviously I wasn't like 100% sure all the time, but as you can see, I'm just following my plan, and here is the control. The knoll here is very subtle, so it wasn't visible from afar. Control number 6, that was let's say a different beast. You had some sort of choice here, let's say. You could go from the left or from the right. When I saw what is from the left side, I decided to take a slightly longer route and go from the right side, you know, use that path or that vehicle road that is there on the right side, leading from this meadow, and then climb up a little bit to control number 6. I think that was a good decision, so now you can skip it because it will take me a while. This was a little bit longer leg. Now to control number 7, I use the roads or the paths to get there. It's just easier to run, obviously. And then this control was easy. Let's say it was visible, and yeah, not much to say about it. But then control number 8, that was a little bit tricky one, because you know, you take a bearing and you try to keep the direction as much as you can, but you know, it's not always that easy. You will see that I deviated a little bit, but still I thought, well, there are these fenced areas behind it, so if I will get too far, those will stop me, let's say. The difficult part here was that there were many of these like erosions, or you know, dry erosions, sometimes wet erosions, or how you call it. Sometimes you can see there's a stream, but okay, as you can see, I sort of got lucky because I saw someone punching the control there, so that basically led me to the control, and I was able to get there without any issue. Again, control number 9, I would say sort of easy. I decided to go straight as much as possible, but you could also use the small path, get to that like wet erosion or stream that is not there right now, or actually right now it was wet. There was water running, so here obviously the the orienteering point was these fences, and now I'm just adjusting my bearing and you know, going straight. I thought that I basically should hit that stream, and then this stream, along this stream I should find what was it, not a ditch, it's yeah, like a small hole or something like that. But again, as you can see, there is this guy, he was taking the slightly longer route, and again he basically showed the control to me, so that was sort of easy. Control number 10. First I decided to follow this stream, more or less. As you can see, it's dry. Here it's dry, but then it I think it was getting wet here. Yeah. So I more or less I tried to follow this stream. I was trying to get to these vehicle roads or paths, and then I knew that I want to pass through this small valley with a wet ditch or a hole. So that's what I did. That's what I did here, and then I was sort of following the contours to get to control number 10. But thanks to this guy who is in front of me, it was sort of easy for me. At this point he was still leading the way here, and I didn't have to, you know, I didn't have to think too much. But obviously for me it's important to find my own way and you know, not to rely on others. Here for example I decided to go around these bushes or small young trees here. He decided to, you know, follow the line a little bit. The only thing here I was looking at, I wasn't sure if that control is you know, on the other bank of this stream or not. Here I'm overtaken by someone much faster. To be honest, my legs are hurting during running, so that's why I'm not you know, running as fast as I used to, and it's a little bit bothering me, but what can I do, right? This section of the race was sort of hard to, you know, like understand, because it was 3 controls or 4 controls along this small stream. I would expect that you know, they would make it, they would have had made it a little bit harder here, but well, I'm not going to complain now. It was definitely sort of nice area, you know, and interesting. This is like some old ponds around here, and yeah, the next control again was some, it looks like a wet hole, so very easy. This part was not very easy. Now from control 13 to control 14, that was a different story, let's say. There were, I would say, two possibilities. I could have followed this stream a little bit further and just go around this small hill, or I could go straight as did the other competitors, and I decided to follow them. You know, I guess during the race you are not, I wasn't thinking that much, and it doesn't seem like you know, I would gain by running around this hill. So I think a good decision to, you know, follow the guys and take this small path, and then behind the fences I cross the stream and get to some weird hut or whatever was it. So now you can speed it up a little bit. As you saw, no problem to get there to control 14. Now control 15, basically I just took a bearing and tried to run as straight as much as I could. There was this other object in the half of the way, so that's something I sort of used as a lead. And then you can see the small hills, like they are forming sort of a ridge or spur, so I was using those as well to lead me to control 15. But I must admit that I got a little bit distracted by the guys who are in front of me, and I was sort of following them, but they are going way too much to the left. So that was, you know, that's why I decided to just keep my direction here. Obviously, I was, you know, thinking a little bit, also looking at this big building in front of me, a little bit to the right. And here I saw that they are looking for the control, and I saw the control in the distance. So at the end I was a little bit quicker there than these two guys. To get to control 16, I just try to, you know, follow the contours here. And obviously these guys were running same category, so I was sort of following them as well. Here I'm just trying to avoid, you know, the natural barriers, let's say, like fallen trees, etc. And yeah, here yeah, I was trying to avoid probably all these like blackberry vines that I saw on my right side. But here honestly I was basically just following this guy. I was expecting the control somewhat to the right, yeah, to the direction he is running right now, and it was yeah, it was a correct direction, so no issues here. Now to control number 17, I was deciding whether to go to the left back to that big vehicle road or to just go straight. And since I was feeling a little bit tired, I decided to go straight because I thought it will be maybe, you know, it will be shorter. So yes, it was shorter, but more difficult because of these sort of barriers, viney things. That was one thing. And then of course the terrain was not so flat, so it was not easy to run. And after the race I concluded that here probably was the only mistake that I did. It would have been a little bit faster to go along that road that is on my left. Other than that, I didn't really struggle here much. I was trying to basically follow the contours, you know. I was trying to run on the top, or more or less on the top of this hill. It was runnable fine. The only issue here and there were these stony areas where the terrain was unstable. But I think on the road it would have been easier because I wouldn't have to use the map as I did here. And yeah, now you can maybe speed it up because there is honestly not much else to say. I was mostly trying to follow this hill. I know that here I felt a little bit lost, and I didn't knew precisely where am I, but yeah, here I was just trying to avoid those non-runnable parts. I ran through this, you know, like thicker forest a little bit, and then when I got to this small path, I took the path basically, and although I should have, you know, ran straight, I took the path because I wanted to avoid another hill, let's say. So if you want, you can speed it up here a little bit. As you see, this is again the same guy. He was running along that road and he got there basically the same time as I did. So yeah, give it or take, more or less it was the same time both ways. Control 18 was tough in a sense that it was all uphill, but I actually didn't have any issues here. The contours were sort of guiding me, so, and helping me to know to properly navigate here. I was a little bit tired at this point, and I was thinking about, you know, maybe running a little to the right along the road, but then I decided it doesn't make much more sense. Here I just follow this shallow valley, and I was trying to get straight to the next top where I basically expected the control. So now you can speed it up again. Yeah, so here it is, control 18. Now control 19. Here I decided to go along the contour, basically straight. I took a bearing and just went straight to control 19. I haven't had any issue navigating it. I was even very close to that significant tree, so that helped me a little bit, you know, just to confirm that I'm on the right track here. So that was good, and then the control was sort of visible after I will pass this small, let's say small sort of little forest that is a little bit denser. So now basically the control is straight in front of me, or I was expecting it there, because I saw this sort of a hill, or the contours and the shape of the hill. So I expected the control to be somewhat here, and then I saw it. It was nicely visible, so it was easy, let's say. Yeah, control 20, again, for me it seemed easy because there were these you know, non-runnable forests, and so I decided to take a bearing and run as straight as possible to get to those non-runnable forests, and then along them, along their borders, you will get to control number 20. I think that strategy worked well. I haven't had any issue. Here I was lazy to run straight uphill. I was trying to, you know, just go along the contour a little bit so that I don't have to climb the steeper part, let's say, there, because my legs were, you know, tired. I wouldn't say tired, but hurting, so probably they were tired. I was trying to find this path that goes through this forest, but it was just right behind this patch, and I thought it's in front of it, but whatever. So that's what I did. From control number 20 to 21, again, the leading points were the patches of non-runnable forest, or, you know, just walkable forest, the lighter green. So I took the bearing and I was trying to head that direction, and then behind that I could see the clearing with the fence, and I decided to go from the left. You can see that there is this sort of non-runnable forest, so I follow the vegetation boundary there, and then there is small path that leads to the clearing where is my control. And that was my strategy. I had no issues to follow, or actually I followed that strategy well. I didn't have any issues, and I found the control number 1 very easily there. Now control 22, that was you know, like sort of it also looked easy to me. I mean, it was uphill, so but it was not like drastic incline, so yeah. Okay, here I just rearranged the map, followed this narrow right, and now I adjusted to go you know, more straightish to my control, but there was this fence that was non-passable, so I had to find a proper place where to pass through the fence. That was a little bit you know, not tricky, but I didn't account it for it at first, so here I was, you know, trying to find out where is the like entrance into the fenced area. If I could have done that sooner, and that way I would gain probably a couple seconds. Yeah, so 22 now was easy, just take proper bearing, but as you can see, the control was visible, so not much to do here. And then to control number 23, I decided to get to the road, to the vehicle road, and just follow the road. And then you know, there are these little knolls at the bank of the road, or at the edge of the road, so I was counting them, and at the third one I entered the forest. It was a little bit tricky because it wasn't very, you know, visible. You couldn't see that far in the forest, so that was tricky, and it was maybe, you know, sort of unreasonable decision, but I thought that I will try it. So I entered the forest somewhat here, and then I thought that I will, you know, just go through it. Although, to be honest, I thought at this point that this was the third knoll. Now I saw that this is the second knoll. So yeah, it was sort of you know, maybe a good luck here that I've found the control, but it was also thanks to all these other runners, you know. I saw the people running around here, and this way I also found the last control, or the second last control to be precise. And then to control number 24, obviously I just took a bearing and ran as straight as possible. Although if I recall it correctly, I ran a little bit too far to the left, and ended up in this you know, not very runnable part, which slowed me down. This wasn't necessary. I could have run a little bit more to the right, but still I wasn't like losing that much time, I would say. At this point I was let's say tired, and I was losing more time on just running, you know. My leg was, one of my legs was really hurting. I think I stepped on something, and I really had big pain in my soul. So it was very unpleasant and difficult for me to run fast, but since it was the last leg or last control to the finish, I tried as much as I could. It was fun race, but sort of easy. I have found it very easy to run here. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.